Oh, hello there. What can I do for you, sir? Sir, can you speak? Oh, there's words magically appearing here on my screen. Are you doing that? Wow, that's amazing. How are you able to do that? Oh, Stephen Hawking taught you. Very nice. Well, my name's Josh LaVere. What's yours? Mr. Straight. Oh, call you George. Yes, absolutely. George, what can I do for you today? Oh, you have some oceanfront property in Arizona you'd like to sell. Well, unfortunately, I'm a licensed North Carolina real estate agent. Is there anything here in North Carolina I can do for you? Yes, very well. Okay, well, before we go any further, if you wouldn't mind just having a seat at my desk here, there's some information I would like to go over with you. So just make yourself comfortable. How's that? Can I get you anything to drink? Oh, because you're a puppet, you don't drink. Understandable. Okay, well, what I have here is the Real Estate Agents Working with Real Estate Agents Guide. And this is for you as somebody wanting to sell a property to have all the information you need as far as what I can do for you as a real estate agent. And I'll go over with you the different types of relationships that we can have, and you can make a decision on what you're most comfortable with. The first option we have is called a seller's agent. In this type of transaction, I would represent you and only you to sell and list your property to the very best of my ability. There's certain duties and responsibilities that I will give to you as your seller's agent. I'll obey your lawful instructions as we go throughout this transaction. I'll do the things that you ask me to do. I'll be loyal to you first and foremost and have your very best interests in mind. I'll disclose to you any and all information that you need to be able to make decisions as we go through this transaction. I'll also hold confidential any information that you may give me that we don't want anyone else to have that may give them an unfair advantage in making an offer on your home. I'll be accountable in any and all monies that go through the hands of myself or any other agents in my firm. And then lastly, I will offer reasonable skill, care, and diligence as we go throughout this transaction to do my very best to offer you a great real estate transaction. There's also what's called a buyer's agent. Now, this wouldn't necessarily apply to you as you're selling your home, but there's a possibility that somebody may come through and want to see your home and already have a buyer's agent working for them that's there to represent them. Now, what could happen is called dual agency, in which myself as your selling agent may come across somebody that would like me to represent them in buying your home. In which case, I would represent both of you, and I would look out for both of your best interests while keeping confidential any and all information that the other one of you doesn't need to have. Now, if you like the idea of my firm being able to find you a buyer, but maybe not the idea of myself representing both you and the buyer, there is an option we offer called designated dual agency, where a broker in charge would select one agent from our firm to represent the buyer and another separate agent to represent you as the seller. And then each of those agents would work individually with you as the seller and separately with the buyer to go through this transaction. There's also the possibility as we go through this that I may have another agent here in the office that I need to help work with me so that we can together do the very best that we can to sell your property. That other agent would be known as a sub-agent. So of all those things we've spoken about, is everything clear? Very well. Well, which type of agency do you think you would feel most comfortable with? You would like me to represent you as your seller's agent. Okay, very well. Well, on this form, which is not a contract, but it's simply you agreeing that I went over this information with you, explained it to you, and that you understand it. I will keep this information on a file in my office so that if at any point someone needs to review it, I'll have it available. Very well, Mr. Straight. I look forward to representing you in a great real estate transaction.